Hi, I'm Alan R from Motor Matters, your favorite channel for everything motoring, everything to do with cars, driving, and the channel you should have subscribed to if you want to know what's going on in the motoring scene in South Africa. Well, you can see I'm on location for a change, aren't I? It's very different spot, and very different couple of days, because what's this in the background? What's here besides the sea up there? Have a look. Yep, it's the new Opel Mokka, isn't it? Now, there are videos on the channel. I was on the launch, I've had a full test car, but Stellantis have really been nice to me and given me the use of one of these for my cruising around Cape Town for a few days while I've been down on another Stellantis launch, of course, the Alfa Romeo Tonale that I enjoyed the launch the other day. Seeing as I'm kind of in a holiday mode right now, maybe it's about the scenery. Cape Town, Sea Point, Lion's Head, of course, and you sweep around, of course, around the beachfront. You've got the sea, you've got everything, and here's the Mokka. The latest Mokka launched not that long ago. Yep, driven it. 1.2 litre turbo petrol, 96 kilowatts, 210 Newton meters of torque through that 8-speed automatic torque converter gearbox that of course drives the front wheels. Now this is of course the GS line model, the top in the range. That does give you the two-tone black roof as well, but this one's got a little bit of extra trim on it. Look at this red line across the top of the doors, of course, into the C-pillar, and even the red treatment on these stunning looking bi-color, bi-tone mag wheels that you've got over here. Looks very interesting. 18 inches of course on this car. Crossover SUV, you're used to the fact that of course it has the cladding around the wheel arches and down the bottom of the doors as well. All this is very standard. You've got of course these very neat tail lights over here to the tailgate, and nice looking mean little pair of exhausts showing over there. Another very big feature of the Mokka, of course, is the intelligent headlight system at the front. And they definitely is one of the very big selling points of this car, that you've got these highly specialized, highly intelligent headlight system that works in so many different ways. The unusual front end treatment over here almost looks like it could be electric, and maybe that's a sign of something to come in the future. We'll have a quick look on the road and let's have a look inside. Driving the Mokka is really an absolute pleasure. It's smooth, it's comfortable, it's relaxed. It does have the sport mode, I know, which will give you a lot more urgency and things like that, and where you can push on if you want, and it's got that typical Opel handling. In other words, the platform where they've tightened up the suspension, the handling a little bit to give typically German Opel behavior, shall I call it. But that's not what I'm doing now, and that's not fitting into the theme of this test, because this is my holiday. This is my taking a break, and this is my being spoiled by having a few days at this beachfront in Cape Town in Sea Point, and courtesy of Stellantis, having the use of this car for a few days. But the 96 kilowatts is a lot of power under the bonnet for this car, and it does perform when you want it to. But you can see I'm on the beachfront. Who wants performance right now? But I can tell you another thing. Because of the look of the Mokka, and especially this one we're in right now with that red treatment on it, people are noticing this car. And that's not a nice feeling as well. And I know that's what Opel want, is for the car to be noticed. It's what every manufacturer wants. So that's important. But normally I would show cars on the freeway, on the open road, but I think this is actually a nice difference to show you urban cruising, where you're really driving a fair amount of traffic around me, and you're getting the picture of what a car can be like and how easy it can be just pottering around in suburbia. But what suburbia? Am I right? There's lots of people who would really, I think, love to be in this spot right now. Okay, just press that red button. Of course, from behind the wheel, you know, I've shown this before, so I'm not going to spend much time, but you've got that lane keep assist. The GS line has all the spec you want, and that's the important factor, isn't it? That you do have all the safety spec, all the spec you can possibly want on this car. I'm really not going to go into too much detail, but active braking, active emergency braking, things like that. You've got the very nice screen over here, which on this car comes with standard navigation, as you see over there, and of course the reverse camera, which gives you the lines and also gives you the overhead view. Now these are the features you want to see, you want to know about, and you want to be sure you've got in your car. Now the 8-speed automatic transmission, the very unusual little toggle for changing gears and shifting. It works because you've got paddles on the steering wheel, yes, but I don't use them, I'll be honest. I'm too lazy, so I just leave them alone. But they're there if you want them, and if you really want to use them, you've got them. But over here, you've got the little this is for steering, etc. This is your lane keep I mentioned. You've got all the features over there. You've got a drive mode, so you have got a sport mode even if you want. And of course, you've got your electronic parking brake over there. I think you get the meaning of what I'm saying. One of the luxury features as well is seat heating for both driver and passenger. And I wonder if I can get this on the camera right now. These buttons over here, for the lucky driver only, not for the passenger, you do have massage for the driver's seat. How's that? Nice little spoil feature on the car as well. Overall, you can see beautifully finished, nicely put together. And because this isn't a normal test, I've got to say my thanks to Stellantis, to Opel South Africa, for indulging me while I take a couple of days break down at the seaside, and yet they give me the car to use at the same time. So thank you for that. Behind the camera, yet again, for Motor Matters, I'm Alan R.